board. God has just blessed us to have another piece of our board with transforming design. But I'll let you introduce yourself. And he's going to talk about bullying, you guys. I want you to really listen to this, okay? He is an Indianapolis police officer, and he's a sheriff. And he is an ordained pastor. I didn't know he was all that, so we got a whole lot in one package. So we blessed. You need me to help you with anything?
No, ma'am. Well, actually...
Can everybody say good afternoon, Pastor Peterson?
Good afternoon, Pastor Peterson.
You don't have to call me pastor. I feel funny when you're pastor and I'm in uniform. So you can just call me Officer Peterson and that'll be great. How many of you guys see me around your schools? Anybody see me at school? Has anybody seen me at your school? No. Okay. Fall Creek? No. Sorry. I'm going to give you guys one of these. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to just talk about the form, okay? I don't have much time and I know you guys are ready to get back to your...
Beauty from the inside out.
Sorry. Everybody have one?
I got two.
Awesome.
I'll go.
Thank you, sir. You ever been in the police car before? First time? Thank you so much. Now unless he's driving one. Exactly. All right. Let me tell you what I'm really here to talk to you about. When you look at that form that I just gave you, that piece of paper, what I talk about is this bully circle, okay? And sometimes when I talk to young ladies sometimes don't realize that they're in the circle. And I think if you look at the form, we'll discover that each and every one of us somehow fit on this piece of paper. You see the first one there in the center of the thing? It's called target or victim, label target or victim. Any of us, it doesn't matter how tall we are, how small we are, how little, how young or old we are, any of us can become a victim of a target of bullying. Who here know what bullying is? Wow, that's good. What would you say bullying is?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Bullying is like when somebody talks about somebody else or they like try to hurt their feelings or pick on them.
Hurt their feelings, pick on them? Yes, ma'am.
Another bully, like you don't have to like actually hurt somebody. You could actually talk about them and that would hurt their feelings.
Okay, so that is a form of what we call verbal bullying. It's when you use your words to put someone else down. When you use your words to make someone else sad, someone else cry, somebody else feel like they just don't feel like nobody liked them, you hurt their feelings really bad. You ever seen that happen before? And usually with girls, we find girls sometimes do that because sometimes if I was, now I'm not a girl, you all know that, right?
Yeah.
All right. But if I was a girl and you say somebody was going to bully me, right? And I wanted to sit at you all's table, what you can say to verbally bully me is what?
Don't sit here.
Let's stay out of this, Mom. What would you say?
Don't sit at our table.
Get out of my table. What else would you say?
Move. Don't sit
Move.
at our table.
Don't sit at our table. Get out of my way. What else? You don't belong here.
You too ugly to sit over
Get out of my face.
Get out of my face. You too ugly to sit over here. You too fat to sit over here. You too black to sit over here. You too yellow to sit over here. Your hair is nappy. Your breath stink. Oh, shit. Your eyes are too big. Nobody like you anyway. So that's how we become a target of bullying, by using our words. Now there's another way we become targets of bullying. That's called physical. Anybody know what physical bullying is? Yes, ma'am. When you put your hands on someone, you like you have something you wanted to say. You don't have anything you want to say? Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. Hold up. Who's the princess back here? What's up with that?
What's your name?
Fake.
Fake?
Yes.
What's up with the crown? What's up with that?
It hurts.
Huh?
It hurts my head.
It hurts your head. I'm trying to figure out how you got it. So what else are some physical ways people get bullied? Yes. Don't keep picking on you. I keep picking on you, don't I? All right. feel. Thank you. What are some other ways? Physical?
Well, you can.
So you can push someone, you can shove someone, you can kick someone, you can hit somebody, you can slap someone.
Make calling each other names.
So you can call each other names to the point that you start doing like this, like you get ready to slug each other, like you get ready to bump. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bump. I swear on my phone. Y'all remember that?
You can throw a shoe at somebody.
Say again.
You can throw a shoe at somebody.
You can throw a shoe at someone. What else?
Or you can spit
Or you can spit at
at somebody.
someone. That is the lowest form of bullying and the worst thing you could
You can
ever
stick your tongue
do.
at somebody.
Yes, ma'am. You can stick your tongue out at somebody. That's the worst thing you could ever do to anyone else. Okay? So we talked about verbal bullying by using our words, right? We talked about physical bullying by using our body, our fist, our feet, our hands by pushing, shoving, our feet by tripping, right? Our shoe by throwing things at each other. Anybody else know another way of bullying? Yes.
When you punch someone.
Okay, so that's still physical. Yes. Do what? You could be a player hater. Now, this is where bullying happens with young girls all the time. Because girls like to have what they call relationships. If you're my friend and I don't want her to be your friend, and in order for you to stay my friend, I tell you, you can't be her friend. You see that? So a player hates me because she got that old nice weave in her head, and I can't have a weave. See that?
I ain't got weave.
Oh, what you got?
It's my real hair.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Who said it's your real hair?
It's me.
Can I pull it and see?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, okay. See, sometimes that's how bullying starts. We start by calling names, and then they'll come over and pull your hair like that, and they'll tease. Now, I have to tell you something that's really, really sad about that, okay? I have to tell you a story about a young girl who was 10 years old. The girl was 10 years old, and she had cancer. Now, none of her friends at school knew she was sick. All they knew is that when the school was out, she had to go to the hospital. She was in the hospital for a long time. In the middle of school year, when school started back, in the middle of the year, she came back to school, right after Thanksgiving. She was at school and she was hanging out with her friends, and she was out on the playground. And do anyone of you guys know what happens when you get cancer?
You can die.
You can die,
You throw up.
you throw up,
You can throw up blood.
you can throw up blood.
Like the medicine makes your hair fall out.
Okay, so you can be bald-headed, right? So that is one of the things that happened to her. She was getting sick a lot at school, and the other girls would tease her and talk about it. She even was bald-headed, but she wore a weave. She wore a wig, so no one could tell that she was bald-headed. And one day, she's out on the playground, and while she's out there playing at recess, one of the other girls she thought was her friend came up to her and started calling her names and said, "What is wrong with your hair? Why is your head so crooked?" And the girl says, "My hair is nothing's wrong with my hair. My head's not crooked." She said, "You're wearing a weave." She says, "I don't have a weave." She said, "No, that's a wig." And the other girls were standing around. They started laughing at her. And then the other girl reached out and grabbed her wig and snatched it off her head. And she was bald-headed, just like I am. And the girl took the wig and she swung it around and she threw it across the playground. And when she did that, the other girls started laughing and they started teasing the girl about not having hair. They never knew that the girl was sick, that she had a problem. Now listen, this is the one thing that you guys got to understand. You may be in good health right now. You may look pretty right now. You sitting here getting all this stuff done, and they're pumping you up on the inside. It does no good for you to have all these gifts, all these talents, all this beauty. You could be the smartest person in the world, but if you don't have love, you don't have nothing at all.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you this. There's one thing that you have to always remember, and that's the golden rule. You should always treat people the way you would want to be treated. I is somewhere written in the Bible that says that. They said that of all the laws that God ever wrote and all the prophets that ever came about that talked about how Jesus was going to come and die for everybody's sin, he said that after all of that's done, he said the one word that fulfills everything that the Bible has written, and that's love.
That's it.
Jesus said if you treat somebody like you treat me, then you have love. You see what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what, what's the opposite of love? Hate. Flare, hate. Ain't that right? So how can you hate your brother and say you love me? That's what the question Jesus was asking. You see what I'm saying? As children, hold on a second, sweetheart. As children, as young people, as a family of God, sometimes we find ourselves targets and victims as being Christian ladies. People may want to challenge you the way you believe. That's how bullying happens, okay? They may want to challenge you because you don't dress like some of the hoochie mamas out there dress. You are so respectful. They challenge you because you don't just look at what's happening on the outside of you. You worry about the beauty that's on the inside of you. And you want people to see you for who you are. But oftentimes, not do you just become a target or victim, but as you go around here, sometimes you'll find out you become what's known as a bystander. You see it happen, you hear it happen, and then you don't say, hey, why don't you leave her alone? Why don't you stop? Sometimes we have to stand up for the weak. We have to speak for those who can't speak. Sometimes we have to do the courageous thing and say, you know what? I'm going to tell Mom this is what's going on. You know what? I'm going to tell the preacher what's going on. You know what? I'm going to tell the teacher what's going on. You know what? Sometimes you even have to tell the popo what's going on. Because the last thing I want you guys to do is what that little girl did. One day she went home and she decided, because of everything everybody was telling her, she said, you know what? I don't even want to go to school anymore. She said, I don't even want to live anymore. And she just said, forget it. And none of you should ever feel that way. And none of you should ever make anybody else feel that way from the things that you're saying out of your mouth and from those words or from how you're treating other people. You have to share love because you're conformed in the image of Christ. When people look at you, they should see something special about you. When they hear the things that's coming out of your mouth, it should be things that's going to build people up and not tear people down. That's what he's talking about. That's how we get rid of this bullying. But if you laugh at the things that people are saying that's causing so much hurt and pain to other people, if you laugh at it, guess what you do? You make me powerful as the bully. You saying that's okay. You saying I'm down with that. You saying I'm cool, man. That's cool. And you're not down with it. You're not cool with it. But we know sometimes people laugh because they don't want to be the next target. Okay? Sometimes people laugh because they think it's funny. Okay? So listen, I'm not going to be able to sit here and talk through all of this with you all. But I hope I shared just a little bit of what bullying is. Yes, ma'am. You had your hand up for a long time. You know what? Here.
Aww.
One of my friends were getting bullied by a girl who I thought was my friend, and I told her to stop it because she was being mean to my friend.
Awesome. I knew I was giving you that for some reason. That takes a whole lot of courage. Yes, ma'am.
Being friends with your friends, it makes them hurt.
It's right. When you fight your friends like that, it makes them hurt. Yes, ma'am.
Did she say a lot?
Huh?
Did she say a lot?
No. I try not to say that, thank you. I try not to say that. But one day she went home and she decided that she was going to hurt herself really bad. And she did. And her parents found her asleep in the room. And so those people that thought they had an opportunity to say I was sorry, never had an opportunity to say I was sorry. Some of those people got so upset that they too would become depressed. They were sad because of the things that they found out they were saying. And then you know what? We had some of them that were still so mean, so much evil that was on the inside of them. They was putting stuff on Facebook about her, and they were still talking about her. They was talking about her mother. They were talking about her family, and they couldn't even put the girl to rest in peace. We have some evil, mean stuff out there that you guys can't be a part of the world. You're in the world, but you don't have to be of the world. That's what makes you special. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
There's something that I know about bullying. It starts with, basically, people who have been living in a very not really nice life, because I learned that hurt people, and I also know that there are some haters in this world, which is basically kind of like the main root of bullying, because there are people who hate on other people's lives and what they have, and haters equals having anger towards everyone reaching success.
Exactly. That is so good. That is awesome. And that's the one thing that you have to learn. Sometimes people are bullies because they have been picked on. And they were teased and they were taunted. They were a victim. They were a target, like you were saying. And so it's a learned behavior. You learn how to, none of you guys are born a bully, but you can learn how to talk to people the wrong way by people you're hanging out with. And unfortunately, sometimes about what's happening in their own homes. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
There was this, my class in language arts, we watched this video about this girl, and she was at school, and there was these girls there was two girls that were laughing at her, and they sent her a text saying that she liked her shirt, and she started smiling, and then, cause she thought that they were being nice to her, and then they started laughing, and they said, "You're ugly," and then, like, she had blood coming off of her arm, because, like, basically she wanted to kill herself, and she died.
Yeah. We have a lot of girls that we have found that they don't even like to eat anymore. They start eating food and because somebody said they were fat, so they'll go in the bathroom and kind of make themselves sick. But yeah, we have a lot of girls that take razor blades and stuff and do So we don't want that to happen to any of you all. So we're saying to you, every adult here right now is saying, hold on a second guys, every adult here right now is saying to you, if you ever feel, or you think you feel, or you know someone who may feel that way, please tell us.
Yes.
Please tell us. Let us help somebody, even if it's helping you, even if you have to drop a note and then stick it on the pastor's Bible or stick it under one of these adults here in their pocket and say, hey, read that later. Because, you know, we need the help. We need to know. But the reason a lot of people don't get the help is because no one reports it. They tell us out of 10 people, 5, 10. Out of these 10 girls here, if they were being bullied, it's a good chance none of them would tell. They said if you take 15 girls, and out of the 15 girls that was experiencing bullying, only one of them might tell. So that's the reason why we as adults don't really know. Let me get this young lady here. Yes.
This girl was bullying my friend, and I told the teacher because she was my best friend, and I still couldn't.
Awesome. Give me some. All right. Now I have to stop. I know you guys have a lot to say, but you know what? Your conversation doesn't end with me. You now have adults right here that can help you answer any questions that you have. Any questions. And they have my number, or they probably pass it around. If you have any questions they can't answer, they call me and I can help them get you the answer. So just remember that. But before I go, now, I'm going to chime first. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry, baby. Before I go, I have 2 things I have to do. First, I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I'm going to promote and elevate the king, the queen over here. Okay. So we're gonna
crowning a queen, crowning all the little princesses for today. So you rise on time.
Oh, okay.
So she's Queen Bee today.
So give me 1 second.
Please. I want to see you do. He's gonna come over and get a picture. Oh, that's sweet. Ooh. Can you get it all?
Yeah, I think so.
I got some scissors.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Because I'll be doing.
Here's some scissors right
here.
here.
Oh, okay.
Here we get crowns.
I didn't mean like you're blind. I meant like
Okay, come here, sweetheart.
Give her a hand, y'all.
All right, come on. Now, we're promoting you.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get up right here and get a picture.
We're promoting you as queen for the day. You get a new crown.
Let me get over.
Okay? Now, what you have to do is you're going to have to pass your crown down to somebody that doesn't have it. Is that okay? All right.
Wait a minute, I want to get a picture of y'all.
Wait a minute.
turn around.
Stand right there. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. One more.
You like taking pictures? I don't.
Okay.
All right.
Give her a hand, y'all.
Now, this is the last thing that we have to do. And this is a very, very serious moment. So I'm going to ask you all at this point, can't answer any questions. We only have 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. But I want you to take 10 seconds, just 10 seconds, and think for yourself. Inside of your heart, inside of you, has there been something that you may have said or may have done to cause some hurt, some harm, or some pain to somebody else? Maybe it's to one of your friends sitting here in this room. You see what I'm saying? Maybe we have said something about each other or to each other, or have done something that may have hurt somebody's feelings. So if that's the case, then what we take is the last 20 seconds of my time with you today. I just want to take an opportunity to offer you an opportunity to ask that person, hey, I apologize for what I said and done. Will you forgive me? That's the biggest thing that you could ever experience in your life is forgiveness. But the biggest thing is also recognizing that you have caused some hurt and pain. I know this is really kind of iffy, but would it be anybody that want to say, hey, I'm sorry? You don't even have to tell us what you said or did, but if you want to call her up and say, hey, I apologize for how I've been treating you, that means that you won't treat them that way anymore, starting today, starting right now. Anybody here? Who would you like to apologize to? Okay, come on. Come on, you guys. Come here, sweetheart.
Come on, Serenity.
Serenity. Wow. Now listen, I'm going to say something to you really quick. And this is what I have to say, okay? First, it takes a lot of courage for a young lady to stand up and recognize something was wrong. That you may have said something or did something, okay? It takes a lot of courage to apologize. But it even takes more courage to be able to face someone who's caused you hurt and pain and say, you know what? I forgive you. Okay? Not that you forget, but that you forgive, okay? That would set you free. Because if you hold anger, bitterness, or resentment towards her or something like that, that only brings you down. You understand what I'm saying? So free yourself. She's going to free herself, and you guys can walk out in the freedom of Christ today, okay? So, would you like to shake hands? Would you be willing to accept her apology? You know what it's about?
She don't know.
If you don't know, that's fine. Because you know what? Sometimes when people cause bullying, they don't really realize that they're being so mean. Because just like she said, that's the way that they were used to treating people. Awesome. Give them a hand. Yes, thank you. To your sister, come here. Did you know 2 weeks ago, this is even more special. 2 weeks ago, I had two twins, two girls that were twins. And one twin said she hadn't spoken to her sister in 3 months because she was putting stuff on Facebook about her. She built a fake Facebook page and put stuff on it and had the other girls in the class friend that Facebook page. And she said some awful, terrible things about her sister. And we came in this setting right here, and she said she wanted to shake her sister's hand and ask her sister to forgive her and confess because they were trying to figure out where it was coming from. And she confessed that she did that. That's awesome. Now, it's really special because we have family, okay? And you guys have a special bond, okay? I thank you, and I'm gonna pray for you later on today and ask God to continue to bless your heart for being able to do this, okay? Would you be willing to forgive her? You know what it's about?
Yeah.
Okay. Now all you have to do is look each other in the eyes, shake hands, and say, and you have to tell her.
I'm sorry.
You say, I forgive you? Or?
I forgive you.
Okay, give her a hug. Ah! Awesome. Okay, we got time for one more.
I have something.
Not to say, just one more healing thing. Yes, ma'am. Come on, sweetheart. Okay. Who would you like to apologize to? Come here, sweetheart. Look at this. Babies. And because you know what? I found out the kids that's in 1st grade, 2nd grade, and kindergarten don't realize that they be treating people really mean. But that's good, because see, they're saying there's something on the inside of you. believe the Spirit of God is on the inside of you. His love is coming out in you. Don't let that evil stuff stay in you. I'm glad you're willing to do this. You want to apologize? You know what it's about? Okay, that's okay. Go ahead and shake her hand and tell her you apologize. Awesome. Go ahead and give each other a hug. Awesome. Listen, this doesn't have to end here. You have all your adults here with you. Anytime you guys want to experience that and go through that, all you have to do is tell them. I believe they'll go ahead and do that. Now, how many girls you got?
I think it's 18.
Okay.
4, 6, 8, 10.
What you have to do. Although this says player, good player award, don't worry about that. All I need you to do is put their names on it and the date.
Okay.
And then if you want to put your program on there, you can do that.
I will.
But this is a free spaghetti dinner for all you girls.
Oh, give him a hand, everybody. Hold that up. Hold that with you. And then I would like to get a picture with all the girls with you. Let me get it.
Oh,
Let me. You 2 minutes. Oh,
it's evidence.
oh, that's so sweet. Give him a hand, everybody. Awesome.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come out.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I
We'll see you guys
appreciate it.
later.